So Market Samurai is built on the Adobe Air platform, so it's compatible with both PC and Mac. With the full version of Market Samurai, you get 3 licenses which you can use on multiple computers. So I've already installed Market Samurai on my 3 computers, my Office desktop, my MacBook Pro, and my home computer. So I have it with me whether I'm at home, the office, if I'm on the road, or if I'm traveling. So if you haven't at least downloaded the free trial, you should pause this video and download it. I left the link below in the description so you can get a free trial before deciding whether you want to buy it or not. So I'm just going to open up Market Samurai here. Okay, this is what the software should look like when you first open it. If you're watching this video at a later date, it might look a little different since they're always updating, but the features should be more or less the same. So from here you want to click on New Project, and you type in a keyword or keyword phrase that you believe would be something that other people would be searching for in the search engines to find your website. So in my case, I'm going to type in Market Samurai Tutorial. The reason why I'm doing this is so you can see exactly how I use this keyword tool and apply it to my website. And for me, it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I get some of my keyword research done, and hopefully it helps you to see how I've applied it. So if you've already started your website or even bought a domain, then you have at least a general idea as to what you want to talk about. And you can type it into the keyword area as I've done here and target your language and geographic location. For me, I'm going to be targeting just the English language because I won't have any other translations for it. And I'm going to be targeting the world since people all around the world are using Market Samurai and are probably looking for practical ways to use it. If you want even more targeted results, you can select a specific country, and this would be more applicable if you want to see exactly what people in a specific country are looking for. So for example, if you have a blog about the best pizzerias in New York City and you only want traffic from people in the United States, then you might want to target the United States instead of the whole world to get more accurate information as to what you can expect for your traffic. Alright, so this is the dashboard after you've created the first project. And Market Samurai comes with a whole bunch of different features. The ones that I use the most are the keyword research module, the SEO competition module, and on occasion the rank tracker tools. And although they do have other features like finding content and helping with monetizing, in this video we're going to hit the hard details of the keyword research, rank tracker, and SEO competition modules. So first we want to go to keyword research. And before we actually go and generate more keywords based on your desired niche, you need to enter in your Google AdWords account information here. If you don't have one yet but have a Gmail address, then it's really easy to set up, and even if you don't have a Google account, it's still super easy to set up. Go to google.com/AdWords and click the sign in button here and enter in your Google account credentials. And from there they'll ask for some personal information like your website URL, your name, your address, etc. And it's important not to enter in any fake information because your account will not get approved. And if you don't have a website yet, then you can check out my video on how to start a website in less than 5 minutes. And more likely than not, if you're watching this video, then you have something up and running, and so we'll just continue on from here. To add your AdWords account, click on the pencil icon here and enter in your Google account details. I already have mine set up, so I won't be doing that now. Alright, so you can see that only your main keyword phrase shows here. And from here I like to choose my main keyword phrase length to have a minimum phrase length of 2 words and a maximum phrase length of 8 words. And the reason why I choose such a huge range is so I can have a massive list of keyword phrases that I can use for both my short-term and long-term strategies. And I'll get more into that in part 5 and 6. Alright, so we'll click on the generate keywords here, and it's going to take a little bit of time, so I'm just going to pause this video and allow the keywords to generate. Okay, so now that the keywords have finished generating, you can see that Market Samurai knows that when typing in Market Samurai Tutorial as my primary keyword, that it's a software and that it's related to keyword research and that it helps in search engine optimization or SEO. And this is because they're grabbing this information from Google's Keyword Planner tool, which is the most important information we need. So basically, Market Samurai and Google are giving us this information on what people are actually searching for, instead of us guessing what we should write about. And this may look a little overwhelming, so we're going to start filtering these down real quick to get a more targeted list of keyword phrases. So Market Samurai has a couple filters here called positive and negative keywords. And there's also an add keywords area, which you can just use to add specific keyword phrases if you want to get the metrics on those as well. But I'm going to trust that the software has done its job properly. So a positive keyword means a keyword that must be included in the entire keyword phrase. And a negative keywords are ones that should be omitted if the specific keyword doesn't exist in the entire phrase. So a positive keyword that I might want to have is samurai. So I just click on samurai, and you can see that it gets underlined, and I'll click the check mark to add it to the list of positive keywords. Now there's a problem here. This has filtered a list of hundreds down to far less than 100. And this is where some common sense is required. So since positive keywords means that that specific word must be included in the keyword phrase, it's filtered out a whole bunch of other keyword phrases that are actually relevant. So let's take out samurai by hitting the clear button under the positive keywords box. And you can see that there's a great looking keyword phrase like best keyword research software, which people who haven't heard about Market Samurai might be searching for. So in this particular case, I'm not going to add any positive keywords. Negative keywords is where you can be a little bit more liberal. So here I found enter search keyword, and the word enter is probably not something that's going to help too much. So I'll click on the word enter, and then click on the X, and I'll just remove a few more. I can even go as far as removing the word internet, since I don't really think people will be searching for that too often when looking for a keyword research tool. So after we're done, we're going to click on the keyword analysis button. So we still have a massive list of keyword phrases, and yours might look a little less than what we had before, but that's only because Market Samurai's default filters called the golden rules tends to weed out a lot of keywords without much traffic. But personally, I like to customize my filters, so if you want to follow along, you can select no filters in the drop-down menu. And I like to set the period as monthly searches instead of daily, because I'm more interested in what my monthly traffic overall will look, not so much by the day. And so if we take a look up here, there's 4 categories right now. There's organic, majestic competition, basic competition, and commerciality. Starting with organic, there are the local total searches, which is the average number of people who are searching for this specific keyword phrase on a monthly basis, or whatever you set the period to. And as you can see, hovering over the category gives the exact definition of what this is. And the one below this is SEO-T, which stands for SEO traffic. And this is Market Samurai's estimated maximum number of real visitors you could get if you were the #1 ranked site for that specific keyword phrase. And they basically just take 42% of the total estimated searches, and I'm not sure where they get that 42% from, but it could be a little more, or a little less, or a lot more, or a lot less, who knows. And then there's trends, which is basically just the link to Google Trends for that specific keyword phrase. And it's just nice to have that there, just as a reference in the case that you do want to check what is trending on Google. I generally like to have all of these checked, but only with a filter on the SEO traffic category. And we're looking for what kind of traffic we're going to get, and not necessarily how many people are searching for it, although it is directly correlated. So my keyword research here is for some blog posts. I'm not creating an entire site on Market Samurai itself, so I'm not necessarily looking for 20,000 visitors in the month just for my Market Samurai review. And so I'll set the minimum SEO traffic to a minimum of 30 visitors for one specific keyword phrase. And already you can see that it's filtered down about 50% of the list. So I'm going to remove anything from majestic competition and focus now on basic competition. And the only real category I use from here is SEO-C, which is the SEO competition. And what SEO competition means is the total number of web pages that mention a specific keyword term in the same word order in Bing's index. Market Samurai originally had information pulled from Google, but they had to change this over to Bing because there were so many requests being sent through their software and it just wasn't as accurate. And so they still pull data from Google, which is the one that we care about the most. And it's still quite accurate and gives us a good overall picture of the kind of competition that we're going to be up against. Finally, we'll hit commerciality. And I don't generally use this too much since I don't run too many AdSense sites, but it's an amazing tool to have if you're looking to make money through Google AdSense. I don't put ads on moneyjournal.com, but for the sake of this video, I'll give you an idea of what my Market Samurai blog post could potentially make, assuming it is in the #1 position in Google for these specific keyword phrases. And people are actually clicking through the ads as well. If you haven't done so already, you want to click on Analyze Keywords, and this will generate the data needed to see which keyword phrases we want to use and target. While it's loading, I'm going to go off on a little bit of a tangent, but I think it's a pretty important point to make before we dig any deeper. So for anyone who's gone through my Start Here page on moneyjournal.com, you know that one thing I emphasize about starting an online business, particularly when looking for your niche, is that you should be at least somewhat interested in the topic and have drive in what you're writing about so you can actually keep writing and building onto your business. Now, the reason for this is because if I choose something I have no interest in whatsoever, the chances are I'm going to end up abandoning my project either after I make a couple $100 or even before I get around to making my first dollar or even launching the website. And so people can really tell through your writing, your videos, or your other content whether you're passionate, whether you're knowledgeable about this topic, and whether you're actually wanting to write about this. And so the more interested you are in your topic, the more engaging and informative you can be. So if I were to write about ponies, for example, I'm quite certain I'd give it up long before I even launch my site. But if I happen to actually somehow miraculously get around to posting something, not only would I be wasting my own time trying to write about something I have no interest in, no knowledge in, but I'd actually be wasting other people's time who are actually looking for valuable information. And so I'm totally 100% into building profitable businesses, but I'm even more into building lasting ones. And so I want to at least enjoy creating it, and I hope that you can see the value in that too. And now that you see the results, you can see that generally speaking, the higher the SEO value, the higher the competition for it is. And you can see that a lot of these keyword phrases generated here are pretty broad, like search engine optimization or SEO tools. And I want to be realistic and know that my Market Samurai series probably won't rank very well for the term search engine optimization, nor does it provide the most value if someone were to find my post when typing in search engine optimization. So rather than going through the entire list and removing probably over 200 keyword phrases, I'm going to use the SEO competition filter and set the maximum number to about 12,000. And just as a reminder, what this number represents is the total number of web pages that mention this keyword phrase in the same word order. And I know 12,000 sounds like a lot, but it's not too crazy. But if you have a brand new site, you can even filter it down to 1,000 to make things more manageable. For the purpose of my example, I'm going to stick with 12,000. And now we have about 20 some odd active keywords, and it's a lot more manageable than 200 plus. So we'll be able to go through these keywords a lot quicker and define which ones we can actually realistically target. So a great feature here is that you can actually click on the heading to organize the keywords even better. So I'll organize it by the SEO traffic and I'll remove anything in here that is irrelevant to my search terms by clicking on the X beside the keyword phrase. Now with these results, I'm going to export them to a CSV Excel file and select my destination. And I'm just going to copy and paste the location on my computer to make things quicker. One last thing to mention is that you can save your filters and name them whatever you want. And all you have to do is click on the save icon here and then name it whatever you wish. And I'll show you a couple more custom filters that I have set up in my Market Samurai settings in part 5, how to get traffic quick, and in part 6, how to get massive amounts of traffic slower. So by now you should have a great idea of how to read and analyze these charts, create some wicked filters, and export the file. So we'll take a deeper look into the exported file in part 5 and 6. So moving on to the SEO competition module. Again, there are some filters above, and it doesn't hurt to just leave them all on so you can get a good idea of the full results. I normally only keep on the URL, domain age, page rank, page backlinks, domain backlinks, and the on-page settings. So let's generate the results, and as they're generating, I'm just going to pause the video and come back once they're done. So the results are done generating, and basically what the SEO competition module does is it takes your primary keyword phrase and it looks up the top 10 results in Google. And if there are some shopping pages or video results like here on YouTube, it may give you more than 10 results, but that's okay. If you want to verify these results, you can always click on the View Results in Google button, and it'll show you the results, but you don't have to since it's right here in Market Samurai. And the reason why this is such a powerful tool is that it lets you find out what these top ranked sites are doing, and it helps you pinpoint their weaknesses so that you can make your pages better. And if you remember from the Intro to Keyword Research and SEO video, I mentioned that a huge part of SEO is getting quality backlinks back to your site. And the SEO competition module, along with Majestic SEO, will give you a better idea as to where your competitors are getting their links from. So you're essentially reverse engineering their backlinks and creating your own where you can. So the SEO competition module helps you reverse engineer some of these backlinks from your competitors so you can potentially build some backlinks from the same sources in addition to building other backlinks. So what does this do for you? It helps you outrank your competitors with some killer content and some quality backlinks. So better search rankings leads to more visitors, and hopefully that means more money for you. So I'll go through a few of the important columns really quickly to give you a better picture of what these mean and how they're related to SEO. So the first column is the number in Google. Pretty self-explanatory. It's the number that it's ranking in Google at this present time. The second is the specific URL, and you can see that it's not just the domain name, but it's the actual page that is ranking in that position. The next is domain age. Domain age is measured in years, and some people believe that the older the domain, the more trust or authority it has built over the years as a safe source of information to the search engines. There's no conclusive evidence that domain age plays a role in better search rankings, so I wouldn't get worried because your domain is only a few months old when there are domains with 10 plus years in the top 10. The next metric is PR, which is PageRank, and this is a Google factor. So in a nutshell, the PageRank is an algorithm that Google created to rank websites on a scale of 0 to 10 to exhibit the importance or quality of how they view that website. So the higher the PageRank, the more value Google has given to it. So these are all general guidelines, and it doesn't mean that a PR0 can't outrank a PR8. Some people believe that PageRank is dead now, so I wouldn't let these metrics discourage you too much. So even if you look at these stats here, you can see that there are PR0 rankings ranked higher than PR4 and 3 websites in the search rankings. So the next category is the page backlinks, and this refers to the number of backlinks that this specific page has from other websites. So rather than looking at the domain backlinks, it's more important and relevant at this time to look at the page itself as each page is ranked separately in Google, although domain authority does play a role in all of this. So what a lot of people are missing out on is the on-page factors. People tend to focus too much on the off-page factors like link building, and they forget that the difference between okay content and great content can make a huge difference in your search engine rankings. You can see here that even the #1 ranking for Market Samurai tutorial didn't use the exact keyword phrase in their title, URL, description, or in their header tag. And this doesn't mean that they did a horrible job in their SEO efforts, but it normally just means that it isn't their primary target keyword phrase that they're going for. This is where you actually have full control, and you can make sure that your title, URL, description, and or heading on your page content can stand out not only to your visitors, but also to the search engines. So now the cool part about this is that you can use Majestic SEO's free service to reverse engineer backlinks to your competitors' pages. And there are a few other good services out there. My personal preference is ahrefs.com, which I find to be a little more thorough. And Ahrefs is also free with the option to upgrade to premium services. So I've left a link below in the description, so if you decide to use it, you can upgrade to the pro version if you find it useful. I find that it's a pretty handy tool to have. So for example, I'll show you in Ahrefs how we can reverse engineer these backlinks. It's probably worth creating a free account, since if you're not logged in, you're really limited as to the number of results you can see. With a free account, you can monitor the backlinks to your own site, as well as get deeper results when analyzing your competitors' backlinks. So for time's sake, I haven't logged in yet, but I'll give you a quick overview here. So copy and paste your competitors' website URLs from Market Samurai here. So I'll use this one and click the Try It Free button, and almost instantly you can see that there's a whole bunch of information here. So rather than clouding you with all of the features of Ahrefs, we'll focus on just reverse engineering the backlinks. And so click on links under the inbound links column, and right away you can see that it shows some information on where this site is getting links from. It shows the referral links domain authority, the page authority, the number of external links found in the referring page, and the link anchor text, which is the text that's used to link to the competitor's website. So you can see on the first link here that there's an image with a circle with a diagonal line going through it. And this means that it's a no-follow link. We'll head on over to the Money Journal whiteboard and I'll explain what this means. So there are no-follow and do-follow links. So we have your page and an external link going to another web page. So no-follow links are not quote-unquote worth as much as do-follow links, and no-follow is a tag or a piece of code that website owners add to the link to say, hey, I'm not really sure if I trust this link 100%. I don't really know these guys too well. So when Google spiders actually come crawling along, they don't crawl that website by following through your link, and they don't give more authority to it from your page. Now with do follow links, the website owner is basically saying, hey, this is a cool site and it has some awesome features related to what I'm writing about. So Google spiders will actually see this link from your page and it'll jump on over there and it'll actually crawl that page as well. And it's going to give your page a little more authority that the referring page will actually pass on to your site. Alright, so now back to Ahrefs. So rather than creating a bunch of links from no-follow sites, we're going to actually take a look at some of the other sites. And so you can see that the anchor text used in this one, websitebabble.com, which looks like a forum, uses the anchor text using Market Samurai for keyword research. So we'll take a look at this here by clicking on the link. And sure enough, you can see that the link here is posted. So forums are an easy place to recreate the backlink to your own website. And you obviously can't strip that other person's information down, but you can add your own backlink since it is relevant to the forum thread topic. And maybe some people can actually benefit from it too. So with forums, all you need to do is create an account with the forum and then create your first post. But I personally wouldn't recommend creating your post immediately on the same thread, but get to know people in the forum. Try to build relationships with people, and then you can start posting information back to your website that are actually helpful to that community. You're essentially self-promoting, and no one likes a self-promoter, especially those who promote themselves before providing any value to the community first. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to head back to Market Samurai. The last feature that I want to show you in the SEO competition module is the Add Custom URLs button. And what this does is it allows you to compare your metrics against the metrics from the top 10 or so users. So just click on the Add Custom URLs and copy and paste your URL in here. So in my case, I would type in moneyjournal.com. After adding the custom URL, you can see all of the metrics at the top. And this is a good guideline to use as to where you can improve your URL to boost your rankings, hopefully ahead of your competition. A lot of others will say that you should just focus on the metrics, but as you can see, there isn't exactly a proven formula that's going to guarantee you a top 10 ranking in Google. In my opinion, the metrics are best used as a checklist to ensure that you're optimizing your on-page SEO the best you can, as well as finding good backlinking opportunities to help rank your site more effectively. If you head on over to Rank Tracker, Market Samurai gives you 10 keyword phrases that you can use, and you can always change your plan to one with more if you find it useful. Basically, what Rank Tracker does is it tracks any web page URLs on your domain that are ranking for specific keyword phrases that you indicate. So let's create our first campaign, and we'll call this one Market Samurai Tutorial. And I want to set the region to United States to get more accurate information from Google.com. And the two options we have here are Majestic Fresh and Majestic Historical. So we'll use the Fresh, which are newer backlinks, and I'll select all search engines here. The first thing I'm going to do is to add a couple of domains. And the only reason why I'm adding the second domain is so you can see Rank Tracker in action. And the first domain is obviously my domain, moneyjournal.com. And the second domain I'm going to add is one of the URLs from the SEO competition module, just so you can see exactly how the Rank Tracker works. And so we'll select the to create a website, and then click Save Changes. You can add specific URLs here as well, but since I'm planning on having 6 or 7 posts related to the topic, I'm just going to use my root domain. And now we need to add keywords. And you can either add them manually, or you can use the keyword research module to add in a few keywords. I personally like to use the keyword research module so I don't have any typos or anything of that sort. So just go to the keyword research module, and then click on the checkboxes for the keywords that you're targeting. So in this case, let's just use our primary keyword phrase, Market Samurai Tutorial, and we'll add a second one for fun, how to use Market Samurai. Then on the bottom left side, you can select Add to Rank Tracker, and we'll add it to an existing campaign and select our campaign here. So it was successfully added, and we can now see that they've been added. Rank Tracker does take a little bit of time to fill in the position information, so I won't be able to actually show you the results now, but they are super accurate at the time that they're updated. Okay, so if you've made it through this video and you understand what I've been going through, then congratulations, you are now officially a Market Samurai Ninja. If you found this helpful at all, please click the like button below and subscribe to let me know that you're all in. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments area and I'll do my best to get back to you as quickly as possible. In my next video, we're going to take a step back from the Market Samurai software and hit mostly the good old Money Journal whiteboard. So we're going to be talking about why you've been watching this video, and that's because you want a profitable niche. And I'm going to take a step further and teach you how you can choose not only a profitable niche, but a lasting one. So I'll see you in my next video.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.